In this video, I'm going to walk you through some of the new and interesting features in Laravel 11.28. The first new feature is the fact that Tailwind now comes as default in any fresh install of Laravel. It adds all the configs that were needed, it adds the npm package, and you're good to go. This is a great new feature because I think most developers now use Tailwind. I certainly do. I couldn't go back to traditional CSS now. The next new feature is probably the one I'm most excited about. They've added a new composer command. It is composer dev, and it combines PHP artisan serve and npm run dev. So it means you no longer have to have two terminals open to run both of those commands. This new composer command also starts your queue and also runs Laravel Pail, which is now a default dev dependency. If you don't know what Laravel Pail is, I've left a link to the Laravel docs in the description, but basically it lets you, gives you a load more filters and stuff like that, so you can easily filter through your logs, and it lets you work with multiple log drivers. If you want to edit what runs when this command runs, you can go down to this dev script in the composer.json, and you can basically just remove stuff. So for instance, I don't personally would want my queue to run every time I run this, so you can just remove that, and then everything's running except for the queue. If you want to use this new command on an existing project, for instance this was just a test project I had that's running Laravel 11.2, all you got to do is go down to the script section in your composer.json and then just add it in. I don't have Pail on this project, so I'm going to remove that, and then you should just be able to run it. It might ask you to install this dependency, but apart from that it should just all work. The next thing I'm going to talk about is there's two new helper functions for the Laravel number class. There's the defaultLocale and the defaultCurrency. Now currently if I run this test, it will be English and USD. But if you change it in somewhere like the app service provider, again, and now it will be English Philippines and the Filipino peso. Also, if you want to use it like this also works. If you create an instance of the number class and then you use the currency and then you get the default currency, again, it will be Filipino peso. The last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is PHP attributes. Now Laravel has added PHP attribute support for custom collections. So for instance, as an example, I've added a isActiveBoolean on the users table, and then I have created a user collection, and then I've created a active count which just returns the count of all the active users, and then I can register this collection by using the collected by and then passing in the collection. Now if I go to my test, I'm creating 3 active ones and 2 inactive ones, and then I'm just getting all of the users, so this would return it in the new user collection, and then we have access to this method. So if we run this, it returns 3, and obviously if I change this to 5, then it returns 5. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions, please ask it down below, and if you like the video, then please consider subscribing and hitting that like button.